bundled, and my wife is up in the wind on the ladder, prepared to live stream. Hopefully, this is going well, and we'll get some feedback if we don't have audio or whatever else we can do to improve. All right, so I think it looks like the younger ladies game has broken up on the other field over, and the coach has our players rounded up, give them the fire up, go Thunder talk. The referee is coming over. We've got some of our volunteers at the scorer's bench, and some of the braver ladies are wearing shorts, but I would be wearing heavier clothes if I could, because it's bitterly cold out here. Brave lacrosse players out there in the cold. Waukee is still practicing shooting, and we're just waiting for, I believe, our referee to finish at the scorer's table and head out, and then we'll get this game rolling. Got some of our volunteers working the stat machine, and I'll also be trying to keep up with stats. You could ask Tig to get like one of your headbands, and then use that to hold your hood if you wanted in the truck. We're figuring better ways to wrap up and stay warm, especially with Sarah, who's going to be up the ladder and in the wind to get the best video picture. Of course, it was 50 degrees warmer yesterday, not that long ago. I don't think it's going to be good for the cord, but she is doing her Superstar One Search and Rescue improvisation with a iPhone charger cord holding her hood up so that she can keep some of the wind off of her, because she's awesome like that. And she heads back up to the top cell. If anybody is watching the live stream, and if there is sound or is not sound, I can switch back and forth to Sports Engine, and with the incredibly slow live Wi-Fi here somehow in the middle of Ankeny, I'll take some feedback if it's available. But otherwise, enjoy. And just about for the first face-off. It looks like our face-off is going to be JoJo, Josephine Hunt. We have our goalie's going to be Hayden. Just going to try and pick up some numbers. Looks like we've got Audrina as one of our midfielders. And looking for my other midfielder, who is going to be Brindley. Addie and Talia are going to be our defense. And then our attack, it looks like Claire and Nora and Ainsley. All right. JoJo picks it up and is advanced, and she's going to get time in the arc. She's still moving. Tries to slip it through, ball down Waukee up, and it ends up in the goal. Did you see who got that? Uh-oh. Unable to post to Facebook, but I think YouTube's. Okay. All right, so we're going to reset midfield after that goal. Faceoff's going to be Josephine again. Ball's up. Waukee comes up with it, and they're going to advance, working around JoJo. And they get over the line. They go cross field, where it is broken up by Audrina. Brindley, working Waukee, has it far side. They're going to work it in. They're going to get touch. And they're still coming in for the goal. Tries to bounce one in, and Waukee's able to score. So it's 1-1 here in the first. And we're going to head out to midfield and reset. Hayden Kent still in goal. Addie, Amelia, and Talia are your defense. Your middies are going to stay with Audrina and JoJo. And Brindley's going to take this face-off. Your attackers still Claire and Nora. Ref sets up the face-off. It's up. And tipped, and Waukee comes away with it. And they're going to advance with JoJo working tough defense. Waukee fires it up. It's on the ground, picked up by Waukee. She's going to try and work it in. Waukee flips it around the side. Coming in hard on the goal. Blocked away. Good save by Hayden. Sticks it up and back on. It's on the X, and the ref blows whistle. And Waukee's ball going to be out of bounds. Waukee brings it in on the run. Tries working around the defense. Shot goes wide, with Brindley working the defense hard. And nice work, Brindley forces the Waukee player to put it out of bounds, and it's going to be thunderball coming in from the end line. And Brindley's going to advance it, bring it up with speed. She spins out of a defender, flips it long for Addie, ends up with Audrina. She's going to advance with JoJo. She gets into the attack zone. Waukee forces a ground ball. Audrina tries to pick it back up. And the ref's going to give it to White for JoJo. JoJo's going to advance. She's got a good tight defense from Waukee. She's trying to work around. She goes across, looking for Ainsley. Ainsley trying to scoop it up off this wet ground. A couple of Waukee players come in, trying to work it. It's still moving. It's picked up by JoJo. She's going to try and work on the corner. Waukee forces a ground ball. JoJo's trying to get it back. Waukee's able to rake it away. Nope. Brindley rakes it away. She's going to try and turn the corner. She's coming right in the middle. And the ref's going to call fires it long. It's on the ground. Waukee picks it up. Ground. Ainsley with good tight defense, keeping Waukee from advancing. Waukee works it up, and they're trying to get it around Claire in pursuit with Audrina defense. Waukee tries crossing the field, and it's on the ground, but picked up by Waukee. Waukee advancing, runs into a good tight defense from Talia and Audrina. Good tight defense. Block, shut that one right down. Addie picks it up. She's going to try and take it out to the alley and up. Sends it forward long for Brindley. Ball, loose ball, being scrambled for. Waukee picks it up, and they're going to come in with speed and numbers. And they run right into Talia. Shot save by Hayden. Nice save. Another save by Hayden. Waukee came in, found a seam, and were able to bring it in pretty fast. They've got it back on the X, back behind the net. They're going to work it around to the far side. She tries coming in close, and she's able to dump it in. So Waukee goes up 2-1. And we're going to head back to the middle. Who's 25? I don't have a 25. Okay. All right, so we're going to reset. It looks like we've got some players filling in. I've got a 7 out there I don't recognize. I've got a 25. We've still got Addie back on defense. Of course, Hayden in goal. This looks like JoJo's going to take this face off. Ref sets it up. Ball's free. And they're going to redraw. I see on the attack. Nobody I recognize. Oh, Nora's in there. Face off. Waukee comes away with it, and they're going to try and advance with JoJo with a good tight defense. Forces the ground ball. Nice work. Waukee's advancing again. JoJo, good tight defense. Waukee's coming in. And 7 forces a ground ball and over the end, so Waukee's going to have it over the end line. Addie can, oh, no, it's going to be our ball. So Addie's going to take it. Flips it to Hayden. She's going to look long. Sends it out to 25, one of the youngers. Who's going to scoop it up here at the sideline. Just looking for a way to get free. Waukee forces the ground ball, and they pick it up, and they're going to turn and come back in. Talia is going to be the first in line for defense, and she forces it to the outside. Very nice use. Oh, and the ref's going to say it was a cross check for Talia. Give a quick instruction. It's going to be Waukee ball. JoJo is going to be on the front. Talia is going to be behind. And the ball's back in play. Waukee flips it to the inside. They're trying to work it. Good stiff defense. Just a wall of defenders took that one over. And they force a ground ball. JoJo working it free, but Waukee picks it up, and they're going to work her on the outside. She's going to come in with speed, tries flipping it over, and broken up. Hayden. Nice, another nice save. She's been great backstop. Long shot, long for Ainsley, and she's going to pick it up here at the knee side. She's going to take off with a little burst of speed. She's got one defender to beat. She shoots, and it goes wide. All right, near side with Ainsley working the defense, keeping her to the outside lane. JoJo picks up the screen and forces the drop ball and comes away with it. And she's headed in with 1 to beat. And there's the buzzer. First quarter's over. Waukee leading 2-1, but we've had some we'll start the second period down 1 goal with some great goaltending by Hayden, some good play by everybody else involved. And I apologize, there's some of the 12U call-ups just to get some fresh legs out there in this very cold, very windy day. And I don't have a roster for them. I'll call out their numbers. Hopefully somebody identifies them. All right. Okay, we are starting the second quarter. I'm told this is Audrina going to take this face-off. I see Brindley out there. And one of the 12Us. Audrina. And we're going to be going to your right as you watch for this quarter. And Audrina's still rolling. 1 to beat. Ball ends up on the ground on some defense from Waukee. Waukee picks it up. And they're going to try to advance. I see Claire and Nora out there. Rowdy was out there. Waukee advancing up the near side. They're going right at Talia. And she does some good defense and forces it. Oh. And destruction. Waukee trying to work it in. Good defense by one of the 12Us. Trying to work it in. Shot. Goaltending. Beautiful by Hayden. Sends it away, and it's off to Brindley, and she's going to come up the near lane. Cradling it well. She's flips it forward for Rowdy. Just misses Rowdy. And Waukee picks it up. Waukee. Brindley forces a ground ball. Brindley fighting for it. Brindley picks it, scoops it up. She's going to turn and go inside. Rowdy's with her. Nora Bacon's with her. To Nora. Nora working in by the end line. Nora trying to come in and go look for an opening, but good defense by Waukee. Out top to Audrina. She's going to charge. She bounces one in. Audrina with a score. So Rowdy's out there on the field as an attacker. Claire's out as an attacker. Nora's out as an attacker. I'm trying to get you your defense numbers. Talia's a defender. I believe Amelia's out there as a defender. Addie. Of course, Hayden Kent doing outstanding work in goal. That's all right, so I believe this is going to be Brindley taking your face-off. Goes high. Waukee picks it up, and they're advancing. They're coming in with speed. And they try going around Addie and Brindley working her. They go around back behind the net with Amelia working. Amelia working good defense, forces a pass. And it's put on the ground by 21. And Brindley keeps fighting for it. Working up the far side. All right. So on the push, it's going to be White, and Brindley is going to be on the move. She fires long. Looking for Claire. Claire picks it up, and she's coming in with some speed. Slips a defender, slips a second defender, but gets driven out by a third defender. She comes creeping back, looking for help. She sends it outside for JoJo. JoJo's going to work it in. JoJo with a charge, and she scores. It's now 3-2. Your Ankeny Thunder versus Waukee. All right, so we're going to reset. Looks like JoJo's going to take this face-off with Audrina as the closest midi and 21 as the far midi. I still see Rowdy out there. I still see Nora on the attack. And Ainsley on the attack. Face-off. Comes loose. Ref wants that redone. He's been doing a very good job of keeping control of this game and giving advice rather than just penalties, which I like in a good ref. It is free, and there's some working for it. Waukee tries coming up with it. It's still on the ground. It's still getting raked for. Rowdy tries scooping it up, but JoJo ends up with it. She's advancing. Not sure what the penalty was, but Waukee comes away with it. They're going to come forward with JoJo and Rowdy working. They flip it to a player to the outside. Audrina on the defense, forcing it across field. Waukee player tries to slip her, ends up, goes for Talia. They try flipping it across, and I'm losing control. paperwork. Waukee works it out to the top of the crest. They come in for a shot. And it is saved by Hayden Kent. Another save. She goes wide for Addie. Waukee tries to rake it up. They pick it up, and they're going to turn around. It's going to your left is where Waukee's trying to score, if I wasn't clear on that earlier. Runs into JoJo. JoJo with a good defense out at the point. Forces the drop ball. Waukee picks it up. Waukee taking their time, trying to find the lane they like. Tries to spin on Talia. She's going to keep coming, and they're able to score. All right, so we tie it back up at 3. Looks like Rowdy is still out there on defense. Got a 28. Coach giving some advice to Rowdy. This looks like JoJo's going to take this face off. Still has Audrina out there and 21 from the younger team. And it comes free and forward where JoJo tries to pick it up. Waukee working for it. They're working to try and get the ball. Audrina picks it up, and she's going to turn it around and advance. She picks up a nice screen from Ainsley. She's just in a good defense by Waukee, trying to keep her out of a shooting lane. The ball, it's a ground ball. JoJo comes in to try and scrape it up. She ends up on the ground. Oh, heard a whistle. We'll see what the... All right. Oh, so this is going to be a penalty shot where the players, everybody else gets to be on the arc, and JoJo is going to be just a step ahead of them. When the ref blows the whistle, she'll have her chance to get moving forward, and their goalie makes a good save. Off the thigh. The goalie's hopping on one leg on that thigh. Rowdy's trying to pick up the ball. Ainsley picks it up. She's going to work it. Their goalie is hobbling on one leg, so I think that shot from JoJo took her right in the meat of the thigh. It sounded hard, especially here in this cold. But the goalie still made the save. All right, their goalie has the ball, gives it to the referee, and we'll figure out what the reset's about. We're at 1 minute left in this second period. It's going to be JoJo taking it over the end line. She goes back in behind the net, tries spinning off a defender, tries turning it in, shoots, and she scores. Nice spin move to dump a defender. And that puts us up 4-3 with 20 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like 10 seconds left in the first half. Looks like JoJo's going to take this face off. And the time is going to elapse. All right, so halftime. It could always stink more, you're right. So we're going to start this second half. JoJo's going to take the face-off. I see Audrina is one of the middies, and number 4 from a younger team is one of the middies. In goal, of course, is going to be Hayden with her defenders Addie, Amelia, and one of the youngers. Ball's in play. Waukee picks it up, and they're going to bring it up this near side with JoJo and Audrina on defense. JoJo is able to force the drop ball. Great defensive play. Waukee retains. The Waukee is going to your right as you watch. Will be going to your left to score. Waukee tries to force it in. Audrina and JoJo blocking it. They pass out to the outside. And she comes in, and it's steered away by Hayden, and it's over the end line. Waukee's ball. Waukee brings it in against Audrina. Addie with the defense. They do a nice pass. Waukee trying to work it inside. They try and take it back to the X and over the end line. All right, so they weren't sure who it went off of. We're going to give it to us. She advances, flips it forward, but it's on the ground. Audrina fighting for it. JoJo fighting for it. Waukee comes away, and they're advancing, bringing it in towards the goal. She tries turning the corner on Addie, and it's saved by Hayden. Great save. Hayden flips it forward. JoJo to Audrina. She's advancing. Trying to slip some defenders. Ball on the ground. Picked back up by Audrina. She's trying to turn the corner on her defender. Shoots low and save. Waukee picks up the loose ball. With one of our youngers playing defense. Talia comes out. Keeping her from advancing. Waukee sends it long and connects with an open player. And they're coming in. Addie's going to come out for point defense. With Amelia in there and 7. JoJo picks up the loose ball forced by Addie. And Waukee forces the drop. JoJo flips it forward. And the ref calls Waukee for a push, gives it back to JoJo. She's going to advance. She's off with speed. 28 is out there. One of our youngers. JoJo passes to her. Talia's in there. And Claire is in there. Waukee comes away with a loose ball. Audrina is tight defense, keeping Waukee from advancing. And JoJo comes in off the screen. Waukee's still advancing. Waukee sets up a screen, and they're able to get past, and they move past Claire. Addie on the defense. Waukee player looking for some opening. Flips it to the outside. Waukee player comes back in hard. Ball on the ground. It's being scrambled for. Still being scrambled for. No. Waukee forced it. Flips it. Hayden scoops up that loose ball. She sends it long forward for 21, who's going to advance in some open field. Sends it forward for Talia. Talia has 28 and 25 with her. She's going to be coming in from the far side. Looking for an open shot. Shot, goalie save with her body. Their goalie's taking a beating, is now taking one off the shoulder and one off the thigh. But out Talia working it back in. Shot goes wide. Waukee foot race, and a couple players go down, and it's going to be Thunderball. Oh, nope. It's going to be Waukee ball. Waukee player moving upfield with our players in pursuit. Claire tries cutting off, putting a body on her. 21 gets in there, forced the drop ball. Claire tries to pick it up. Looks like Waukee's going to end up with it at the far side, but that was some great defense to break up that speed attack. 21 keeping the Waukee player from turning the corner. She tries stepping through, runs into another defender. Great wall defense. Forces the drop ball, and 21 picks it up and is off the races. She sends it forward for Ainsley. Ainsley's advancing. Ainsley's shot. Good save by their goaltender, goes wide. Ainsley picks up over the end line. She's got Brindley in there, 28 and 4, who are 12 U's. To 4. 4 goes to turn the corner, dumps her defender, shot there, goaltender makes a great save. But that was a good thought by 4 moving forward, and their goaltender just happened to do the goaltender job and do a great job. Waukee has it. They're advancing with number 4 on her. Number 28 moving in on her. Forces the drop ball. I believe they're calling her Michaela, but I'm not sure. But she has definitely come to play. She's trying to work it around her defender. The nice tight defense by Waukee. She's back in behind the net. Flips it into the middle, looking for Ainsley, and their goaltender shot, and their goaltender makes a nice save. Their goaltender's been keeping them in this game. Flips it to the outside, and Waukee player going upfield with speed, runs into Brindley, tries to slip Brindley, with 21 steps in the way, and is doing some real good defense. Forces the breakup of that play. Waukee's forced to redirect, and they pass up top. Where Addie on the defense forces the shot that goes wide. Waukee's waiting for it back beyond the goal. I see 7. I see Amelia's out there. Addie's out there. Waukee tries forcing around. Shot. Hayden goes up, makes the save. Long throw by Hayden to JoJo, who's open, and she's going to advance up the far side. JoJo, defender comes out for JoJo. JoJo's going to keep working inside. Shot to the outside of the net. JoJo picks up the loose ball, turns the corner, and fires. So, JoJo with another goal. I believe that makes us 5-3. All right, so we're going to set up the face-off is going to be Brindley taking it. Near side, Claire. Far side, Rowdy are going to be your midfielders. Your defenders are going to be Talia, Amelia, and 7. Rowdy picks up the loose ball, tries to pick up the loose ball. It has a couple of Waukee players working it. Rowdy's still fighting for it. Several other players come in for it. We are 30 seconds left here in this third period, and there's a whole bunch of raking, and Rowdy comes up with it. All right, so the ref's going to give it to Waukee, and they're going to try it. Rowdy with a nice defensive play trying to break this up. Waukee flips it forward for a player. 7 steps into the way. Shot 7 forces the defense. And that's going to be the end of the third. With your Thunder I believe we're leading 5-3. We've seen some really great play by Hayden out goaltending. We've seen some good passing and some work. Some of the 12U players coming up and doing some great things. JoJo, Addie on defense, Audrina with some really good offensive midfield play. And after one more period, we'll be able to get to see if we can thaw some players out, because it is bitterly cold out here and a nice wind, and my wife is of course up on the ladder running the camera because she's awesome. All right. Am I back? Am I live again? All right. So we're going to start this fourth period. We are up 5-3 if my score is correct. We're going to be defending the goal to your left. I believe taking this faceoff is going to be Claire. Rowdy's going to be a midfielder, and then 21 is going to be a midfielder. Hayden's in goal with 7 and Addie and Talia. Oh, Rowdy pushing, not letting anybody get where they need to be. This has been great to watch. Just all the middies really want it. Ball is up. Waukee comes away with it. Nice pickup, and they're moving forward. It's Claire. This is Tally on the good defense. Waukee tries turning the corner. Talia is keeping that honest. 7 keeping them honest. Keeping her out. So now Waukee goes back to reset because they're not getting through Talia. And Claire comes in from the backside and almost forces the drop ball. Great read. Shot goes wide with Talia on the defense forced making it so they did not have a clean shot. Waukee's going to take it in over the end line. 7 on the defense. Changing over to Addy. They walk it in. Addy gets part of the stick and forces a wide shot. Miss. Waukee retains. They try working it back around to the far side again. And they go out to the top of the arc with Addy on the defense. Shot down. Hayden put it down but wasn't sure where it was. She scoops it up, sends it long, looking for Audrina, who picks it up at midfield with some room to run. She's got Rowdy with her, 21. She's Claire with her. Oh, Waukee with a good defensive play breaks up Audrina's rush, and their goaltender picks up the loose ball. Sends it forward. Rowdy chasing him down. Good pass by Waukee, sends it forward, and Talia comes out for the defense with 21 back in her. Talia forces the ground ball, and Waukee picks it back up. Waukee picks it up, not many people to beat, and Hayden makes another great save at point blank with nobody there to stop the shot. Hayden stood tall. Flips it long for JoJo on the far side. She's going to advance up the far sideline. She sends it forward for Audrina. It's on the ground, but Audrina scoops it up. She's going to look inside. She tries forcing it through. Shoots and she scores. So Audrina from JoJo up the far side and driving in. That should make it 6-3 if I've got this right. And I believe this faceoff is going to be JoJo with the Bacon on the wing, the Claire on one side, Nora on the other. Bacon middies. Back in defense, Ainsley, Amelia, and looking for my last. Looks like Brindley in there. JoJo forcing it loose. Waukee picks it up, and they're going to turn it around and start heading upfield with Talia comes out. They send it forward, force it broken up, and 7 picks it up. One of the 12 U's. Addy comes out. Talia picks up the loose ball. She's moving forward. Looks high for Brindley. Brindley picks it up. She's going to move with some speed upfield. Defender comes out for her, and she tries taking her to the inside. Brindley still going. Shoots and she scores. So Brindley just putting on a little speed show. And that should make it 7-3 here in the fourth. Oh, so the coach pulls Ainsley and Brindley. Let's see who he's going to put in. I see Amelia, Audrina, and 4 as our defense. And it looks like it's going to be Bacon and Bacon as middies with JoJo taking the draw. And your defense is going to say the same with Addy, Talia, and number 7. Ball's on the ground. JoJo forcing it forward, but Waukee trying to pick it up. JoJo tries reaching through. Still being scrambled for. Still being fought for. Nora in there fighting for it. Amelia picks it up. Amelia's advancing. She tries going around, but the defender's good tight defense by Waukee. Flips it back out top for 4. And she's got an open lane. She shoots, she scores. I don't have a 4 on my roster. I believe they were saying Michaela. No, I don't have a. I'm told that was Michaela on the nice setup by Amelia. All right. so we will reset at the center. Middies are going to be, Nora is going to take this face off. Claire is going to be one of your middies. 25 is going to be one of your middies. I've got Amelia, number 4, and Rowdy is your attack. Talia, Addie, and 7 are going to be continue to be your defense. Ref sets up the face-off. Goes high. Waukee scoops it up, and she's cradling forward. Flips out to one of their attack. 7 comes out with good defense, keeps the shot from going, and another save by Hayden. Talia picks up the loose ball, sends it back for Hayden. Hayden flips it midfield, looking for Claire Bacon. It's picked up by Amelia, and she's going to advance. She's got 4 with her, and they're going. Michaela's number 4. Shot, and their goaltender makes a save. But Amelia with a good long run, advancing. And Waukee's going to turn it around and bring it upfield. They've got some room to move. Waiting for Talia to step up. She's going to step around. Shot, Hayden with a save off the ground. Hayden looking for somebody long. Sends it midfield for Michaela. Michaela's moving up. She's got some room to run. She's got Amelia with her. Defense finally steps up at the arc. Michaela tries turning. The defense is steering her to the outside, so she's going to need some help or she's going to spin off. She goes back in behind the net, looking for someone to help her out. She's looking for Amelia. She gets it over to Claire Bacon, who turns, shoots and scores. So Amelia to Claire Bacon for the score. So if my score's right, it's 9-3. So this shows off in the conditioning. And stick with it. We do have a little deeper bench and more people to sub out, especially with our 12Us coming up than Waukee has. So they might be getting tired because I don't see a lot over on their sidelines. All right. So we've got 28 as an attack. I've got Amelia as an attack. I see Rowdy on the attack. JoJo sends it forward, picks up her own face-off, and she's advancing. She's bringing it to the far side. She's starting to cut in if she can. A spin move, broken up by Waukee. Their goaltender picks it up. We're being told there's 1 minute left in this game. Their goaltender flips it outside, but Rowdy tries breaking up a play. Rowdy chasing. Player down. Rowdy still chasing. That's my girl. Talia breaks that up. Loose ball's picked up by Audrina. She's advancing up the far side. 30 seconds left in the game. Audrina gets a step on her defender, comes in, and their defense breaks it up. Waukee ball. She's advancing. Sends it to midfield where Talia picks up the loose ball. Nope. Talia and an attacker working for it. Talia keeping 2 people tied up. Was just some good play. And that's game. And that is going to be a win for your Ankeny Thunder 14U women. Nine to 3. 9 goals for your Ankeny Thunder, 3 for Waukee. Whole lot scored in that 3rd and 4th as the conditioning and the depth of the bench plus the 12U call-ups really helped out. And I tried keeping tabs on who scored those so they should be available in the sideline.